Don't just go straight to the clitoris and then start rubbing like something is missing. Don't do that. Or the breast, you start pulling it as if you're pulling, I don't know, oranges or pure water nylon. Don't do that. Take your time to explore every part of our body. Let there be a build up. That is what foreplay is about. There is a build up of exploring our body. My name is Olatoun Ayoola. I help couples have amazing sex. And I also help couples have mind-blowing sex experiences every single time. And I started about 7 years ago. I did some courses in the Institute of Counseling in Scotland, where I have a diploma in couples and family counseling. Then I went on to the Institute of Sexology, where I had a diploma in human sexuality. Having done that, I was able to equip myself with the right knowledge to help my friend, as at that time, that was about 7 years ago, I was able to help her with the issues she had with her libido, and then even vaginal looseness. She stopped feeling sensations in her vagina after childbirth, so I was able to help her. And it's been over 6-7 years, and she's still with her husband because of the skills that I learned and have been able to help her marriage with. So that was how I started sex therapy and counseling. In the last 7 years I've been doing this, I've had couples who've been married for 24 years and above come to me, and I'm like, wow, because I'm able to take them from zero sex or no sex to amazing sex. And sometimes I even get prayers because it's that serious, because sex is meant to be enjoyed and not endured. So when I work with you and you come back with amazing testimonials, I'm always excited and happy that I'm fulfilling the purpose why I'm here. Yes, my purpose is to help you have amazing sex in life. So I think I should talk about how to pleasure a woman, because I get a lot of questions about that from men, and I also get a lot of questions from women complaining during counseling or therapy about how my husband doesn't get it. He doesn't get how to pleasure me, or most of the times I say no, it's because it's not doing it well, and I'd rather not have sex than to have sex that is not amazing. So the first thing on how to please a woman is to communicate. I can't say this enough. You have to communicate, because that is the only way you will know how to please her. Because what worked with your ex in your last relationship or your marriage would not work with the person you're with right now. So let's say, for instance, your ex likes you to maybe nibble on her nipples, touch her hair, or touch her clitoris, or just get straight to the point, no foreplay, and then you bring that knowledge into a new relationship, then there'll be a problem. Why? Because what made her tick in that relationship is not the same thing that would make your woman in this particular relationship tick. So what you need to do is to find out, what do you like? And you don't have to have the sex conversations during sex. Have them way before sex. It's not when you're hot, heavy, and you're just excited or already in the mood, you want to have this kind of conversations. No, have them way before sex. Ask her, how do you like to be pleasured? Where do you want me to touch you? This kind of conversations are the kind of conversations you should have every time in order to be able to please your spouse. And it's not only about asking your woman how to touch her too. As a woman too, you should also ask your man how he wants to be touched and pleasured. And then when you get into the act, let's say you're touching him or you're touching her, as the case may be, you can look at her body language. Is she moaning? Is she clenching the sheets? So you know, oh, I'm doing the right thing or I'm not doing the right thing. There are times when she tells you what to do, and your ego might come into place. Like, for instance, you feel, oh, okay, why would she tell me what to do? I'm the man and I know what to do or how to please her, because that happens a lot. When couples come for counseling, men tell me, okay, I'm the man, I should know how to please her. She doesn't have to tell me to touch her hair or to touch her boobs or whatever. You're the man, yes, but you do not know how her body is, how her body is, the body makeup. You don't know what makes her excited. You don't know anything. Just enter into any sexual relationship with an open mind. Don't enter with any baggage of what you've learned before. Let her tell you how she wants you to please her, okay? Then you should also explore her body. Don't just go straight to the clitoris and then start rubbing like something is missing. Don't do that. Or the breast, you start pulling it as if you're pulling, I don't know, oranges or pure water nylon. Don't do that. Take your time to explore every part of our body. Let there be a build up. That is what foreplay is about. There is a build up of exploring our body. If it's not a quickie, you have the whole day, basically, like literally, to explore our body. You have the whole day to touch every part of our body. So don't just run into either touching our boobs or run into touching our clitoris or even run into penetration. Most of the men, I get this a lot when women come for counseling. They tell you that my husband will just probably touch me for 2 seconds and then he whips out his penis and like, okay, let's do this. No, don't do that. You could put penetrative sex for like the last thing on the menu. It's like the icing on the cake. Let the cake, the main cake, which is the foreplay, let it take time. It takes a while for you to bake a very nice cake, yeah, and then the icing could be later. But without icing, you can actually eat your cake. So even without penetration, you can actually have amazing sex. You should be able to find out the basics about a woman's body so that you know what to touch, how to touch, and what will get her off. So most of the times when you're having sex as a guy and you have to ask your girl or you have to ask your wife or your spouse, have you come? Then most of the time she hasn't come, because if she has come, you will know. Like the basic signs of if a woman has come. Okay, let's look at the fact that if she comes, she will be a lot wetter, obviously, because a woman actually does ejaculate. Do you know that a woman ejaculates the same way a man ejaculates? And if she has come, you would know, because her breathing will be different. She would, in some cases, she could clench the sheets. She could also increase the breath hormones or breathing at the pace. You will know something is different. So for you to say, have you come? You know she hasn't come. And stop asking that question during sex. You'll put a lot of pressure on women, and then she'll lie and tell you I've come when she didn't come anywhere. There's no come anywhere. So if she has actually had an orgasm, if she has come, you won't need to ask her. You will know that, babe, you have come, because you've been able to pleasure her the right way. Another way to almost guarantee that your woman will have an orgasm while you're penetrating her is to also stimulate the clitoris while you're penetrating her. It means that you should look for sex positions that can help you stimulate the clitoris while you're penetrating her. So they're very easy to do positions that you can use while you're penetrating your woman and also stimulating her at the same time. The reverse cowgirl, where you're sitting and then she sits on top of you and you're able to use your hands to stimulate her clitoris. That would also help her to have an orgasm, and it will make sex super pleasurable for her. Then another position you could also try to have amazing sex, or to make sex very pleasurable for you as a woman so that you can have amazing orgasms, is to get on top of him. This is now the proper cowgirl, because it helps you to stimulate your clitoris. So in this case, he doesn't have to use his hands to stimulate your clitoris. Your clitoris is going to be it's going to basically gyrate with his penis and then cause friction, which would increase the sensations you feel, and you would definitely have an orgasm. Most women have been, talk about how they experience orgasm only when they're on top. That's the woman on top. And ladies, if you're not enjoying sex, stop pretending like you're enjoying it. Stop faking orgasms like it was really amazing if it wasn't amazing. If you don't enjoy it while it's happening during sex, you could point out to him how you would want him to pleasure you. You could take his hands from where he was to where you would like it to be. If there's a pace he is taking that you do not enjoy, you can let him know. Don't use any negative connotations or words like no or don't or stop. Instead, show him how you want him to do it. Either you can show him with your hands or your body language, or better still, you can also tell him with your words, but use very positive words, like tell him, baby, I would like you to XYZ, or baby, here, or do you understand? Do not use negative words like I don't want you to, or stop touching me this way, or stop. Just always communicate, even during sex, because if you do not talk to him about how you're not enjoying sex, this is what happens. It keeps pleasuring you the same way over and over and over again, and then it keeps thinking you're having amazing sex. It keeps thinking that, oh my god, I've done so much, or sex has been very pleasurable using this maybe technique or doing this particular thing. So it's not able to get better, it's not able to improve its technique, and it's not able to get to know you or your body, because all along you've been pretending that you like it when you do not like it. And then even for orgasms, if you did not have an orgasm, even if it would ask you, did you come, and you did not come, it's not a crime to say no, you've not come. And of course, guys, like I said before, no need for the pressure of did you come or have you come or something. There's no need for that pressure, because sex is meant to be without pressure, from the point of foreplay till penetration and all the other aspects of sex. We should not have the pressure of orgasm. It's another extra thing to worry about during sex. Already we worry about so many things during sex. We worry about how we look, worry about the place, we worry about if this person is really even into us or it's just the sex. We worry about so many things. So worrying about an orgasm should be the last thing on your mind when it comes to sex. So remove the pressure of having an orgasm from sex, and you'll find out that you'll end up having more amazing and more pleasurable sex, whether you're a man or you're a woman.